Track and field is an athletics competition which holds a series of events over one day. These events date back to the first pentathlon in 708 BC at the ancient Greek Olympics. One of the most prominent events relating to physics is a field event for throwers called Discus. A thrower has two options for a disc, a metal disc and a rubber disc. They both have a mass of 1.6 kilograms, but they differ in weight distribution. The rubber disc has an equal weight distribution, while the metal disc has a concentrated weight at the center and outer rim. The rubber disc is normally given to beginning high school students. The equal weight distribution makes it easier to throw, spin, and allows for the athlete to learn the complex technique. And once the technique is learned, he or she may move on to the metal disc. With proper technique, the thrower can throw the metal disc with a faster spinning rate and higher angular momentum. This makes the disc more stable in flight. A thrower will first enter the discus ring, which measures 2.5 meters in diameter. Most commonly, a discus thrower will perform a full. He will first face the opposite direction of his throw. He then continues to spin counterclockwise 1.5 times, 540 degrees, while he moves forward in the direction of the throw. Upon release at the front of the circle, the disc rotates counterclockwise off the thrower's middle or index finger. In order for the throw to count, the disc must land in a sector. A sector is a field with a quantifiable magnitude and direction. A discus sector measures 34.92 degrees. When the disc lands in the sector and the thrower exits the rig properly, the distance is then measured from the disc's first point of contact with the ground and the front of the ring. Velocity, momentum, and friction. The velocity and distance of the disc depends on your velocity and momentum before the throw. One force which slows this momentum is friction. Rubber on concrete has a high friction coefficient, which is why rubber is a material used in car tires. To reduce the friction while moving through the circle, throwers will wear throwing shoes which have a smoother bottom. Gyroscopic motion. The disc uses gyroscopic motion or spinning motion to stabilize the disc in flight. The faster spin means a larger angular momentum. Similar to a top, the faster spin increases the momentum toward the center of the disc. Drag. Drag is considered to be an aerodynamic force. An object in motion will have some form of drag. In this case, the drag is caused by wind or air resistance. Lift. Lift is also an aerodynamic force. With the disc, lift force is counterintuitive. To get the furthest throw, you will need a slight headwind. The reason is, lift is determined by how quickly air rushes by the disc. The air rushes by the disc a bit faster against it than if you were to throw with the wind. An example would be, if you were in a car moving with your hand outside the window, parallel with the ground, you will feel a force pushing backward. This is the drag force. If you were to tilt your hand, you will feel a quick force upward. This is the lift force. To achieve the best throw, the throwers release the disc at a 45-degree angle.